In a world on the brink of disaster, flooded with useless add-ons and accessories, one man is on a mission. Find the stuff worth a damn. Wait, what presents Super Scoper.
The Nintendo Game Boy is the stuff of legend. A simple 8-bit portable game console that, through multiple iterations, dominated the market from 1989 until finally being discontinued in 2003. We saw the original green and black screen Game Boy, the smaller Game Boy Pocket, the Game Boy Color, and finally the Game Boy Advance with all of its iterations. For millennials, it's easily one of the defining pieces of technology from our childhood. Since being discontinued, playing your old cartridges has been a little bit of a hassle, especially if one of your Game Boys stops working suddenly. There's always options like the Super Game Boy for the SNES, or the Game Pack on N64 to play Pokemon on Pokemon Stadium, but otherwise we've been left out to pasture. In recent years, Hyperkin came along and tried to fill the void with their product, the SmartBoy. This accessory hooks up to your USB Type-C enabled smartphone and turns it into a backlit, full-color Game Boy, the dream of every child in 1998. If the name Hyperkin sounds familiar, you might know them for their Retron console series, which, depending on the version you may be playing or buying, it can play NES, SNES, Sega Mega Drive, and Sega Genesis games. Some even do more than that. They're a great company doing an awesome service to the retro gaming community, so my hat is always off to them. The SmartBoy, however, is a weird outlier. When you open the box and set it up, you have to download two apps. The SmartBoy Companion app, which helps along with hardware setup, and the MyBoy free Game Boy Emulator app. The device itself is pretty cool looking, with obvious inspiration from the original Game Boy. Slide your phone in and the apps will activate. Pop a game in and it should work. That's the simple part. Here's what a classic like Super Mario Land looks like. Crisp and no problems running. It's pretty nice to see a backlight on this classic instead of playing it by streetlight. Another game of legend, Tetris, looks and feels pretty good on here, with the block pieces easily falling into place. Moving over to get some color, Pokemon trading card game is pretty cool on here, but it feels super dated now seeing this on the same phone that I played Pokemon Go on. Disney's Tarzan still looks pretty good. Considering the graphical capabilities of these games back then, this actually looks just like the movie. The controls on all the games are responding pretty well, and the lag is minimal. But I do have some issues. First off is the size of this thing. The hardware is literally as big as a Game Boy. And with the MyBoy free already downloaded, wouldn't it just be easier to simply download a ROM and play that? I realize there's some legalities surrounding that question, but the basic way I've always understood it is that playing and owning a ROM of a game that you already physically own isn't much of an issue, so why not just go that route and skip the bulky hardware and play with the on-screen controls? My other issue is that the device isn't actually using the cartridge. Sort of? I realized this while filming. I slid my phone out to answer a message and noticed the game didn't tweak out or anything. In fact, the games kept playing without issue. Tell me, how does that work? I basically think it goes something like this. The SmartBoy app and emulator identify what game you've inserted at launch, download a ROM to the temporary memory, and run the game off of that. Which means, after that fact, your cartridge is there for nothing. You might as well slide the hardware off after that. If you're playing Pokemon, this means any game you save isn't saving to the game pack, so you're not transferring anything later to Pokemon Stadium or Stadium 2. That stinks. Hyperkin suggests a retail price of $49.99 for this product, although both Walmart and Amazon seem to be selling it around $29 these days. With the discount now down to $30, is it worth it? I really don't think so. Personally, at least. I found Game Boys for sale right around the same price, and even the final one, the backlit Advanced SP, can be found online for about the same price. At the end of the day, the SmartBoy is just some hardware to imitate the Game Boy's feel and make sure you legally purchase the game, all the while not using the actual pack. Save the money, or rather grab a Retron from Hyperkin and slam your Super Game Boy in there. Thanks again for tuning into Super Scoper. You can subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and let us know any accessories that you'd like us to check out in the future below. We'll see you all next time.